Step aside, huh?
You know you're getting crabbier every day? I don't remember the last time you walked into this house with a smile on your face.
Well, that's because the last time I walked into this house with a smile on my face, you wasn't living here.
How did you make out at the phone company?
I took care of the argument just like you always do with the phone company. I give them a swell argument and lost. But the thing that really buoyed me up was coming down in the elevator. I ran into this crabby dame. You know what she has the nerve to say to me? I wish you'd put out your cigar because the smoke offends me.
Maybe she had a breathing problem.
Sure she had a breathing problem. You should have seen the nose on her. She looked like she was playing a saxophone.
Or maybe she just wasn't used to the smell of cigar smoke. I remember when we was first married, I had to spray the room every night after you smoked. But you couldn't get used to the smell of the spray.
So you had to get used to the smell of cigars.
No, I had to get used to not saying nothing about it.
You know what I got used to whenever I come into the house?
A kiss?
I was thinking of something foamy in a can.
Oh, you mean beer?
Beer, yeah.
Oh, sure, I'll get you some right away.
So that's what you're really upset about? Because some lady in an elevator said she didn't like the smell of your cigar?
That's right. And I told the lady if she didn't want to inhale my cigar smoke, then she really ought to shut her face.
I'm surprised she didn't have you reported.
She did, to the guard downstairs when the elevator got there. She told him the whole story, made him write the whole thing down. He took my name and address and everything. Told me he's going to fine me $50.
Well, that's right. They got a law now against smoking in elevators.
Well, to that law, I would say... Lucky for me, the guard was a straight guy. After the dame took off, I give him one of my cigars, he ripped up the report.
Boy, oh boy, and you're the one who's always preaching law and order.
That is for the criminals, little guile. Law and order should not ruin the lives of law-abiding people. That stupid law of prohibition they had in the old days. The gangsters had to go out there and open up speakeasies so a decent guy could raise a glass.
So what are you saying? They're going to do the same thing in office buildings? The mafia's going to start running elevators you can smoke in?
If there's a buck in it, the mafia will be there.
Here you are, Archie.
Yeah. No, I describe to a higher law there, meathead, God's law, and God intended man to smoke.
My mother always said if God intended people to smoke, he would have put chimneys on their heads.
Your mother didn't know nothing. She didn't even want you to marry me.
Wait a second. God intended man to smoke?
Certainly. Why do you think God planted tobacco? To make salads, you dope you? That's to smoke. Everything God planted is for man to use.
Then what about marijuana?
God didn't plant marijuana, little girl. It was your Mexican bandits done it.
Well, I'm for the new laws, because I don't think people should be allowed to smoke in elevators and movies and restaurants, because it really does bother the other people that don't smoke.
Ah, what are you talking about? The only people it bothers are a bunch of pains in the necks that don't want the rest of the world to enjoy themselves. Well, I've been smoking around here for years, and up to now, I ain't heard no complaints from my loved ones.
I complained.
Well, I'm complaining too, Daddy. I hate your cigar smoke. El stinko.
Little girl, let me tell you, there's an old saying, never bite the hand that feeds your husband. Take a lesson from your mother over here. She learned to love my cigar smoke, right, Edith?
No, I didn't.
Oh, who cares anymore?
Well, Archie, you gotta have respect for other people's feelings.
I got respect for everybody's feelings. In the Constitution, we're supposed to have respect. We all got a right to the pursuit of happiness there. And if I want to pursue happiness with a cigar in my kisser, then you got to respect that.
What are you saying? Cigar smoking is an inalienable right?
It's for aliens. It's for the native born. Everybody can smoke. Now, let me give you a little history, the kind that you don't find in the history books.
Naturally.
Yeah. You know, if it wasn't for guys like me, smokers, there wouldn't be no America.
You want to blow that past me again?
Sure. You heard of your Washington, your Jefferson?
The names ring a bell.
Yeah, well, they was what you call planters. Planters were guys who used to raise cigars. Smokers like me buying the cigars from Jefferson and Washington, two of them guys would have went broke. There wouldn't have been no revolution against the English.
Yeah, and we wouldn't have no Jefferson High School or George Washington Bridge.